Why do different types of elements form different types of bonds? Well, this can be answered by looking at electronegativities. If we look at ionic compounds, ionic compounds consist of a metal and a nonmetal. If you look at the difference in electronegativity, yellow being low electronegativity and red being high electronegativity, you can see that the electronegativity difference is very, very big. Because of that, if we have a metal, such as lithium, and a nonmetal, such as fluorine, fluorine is so much more electronegative than lithium that it's going to take the electron completely from lithium, giving it its plus charge, positive charge, and then fluorine would end up with its -1 charge, and then the opposite charges would attract each other. If we look at a covalent compound, let's say between carbon and nitrogen, their electronegativities are much more similar. Because of that, if they have two electrons they are going to share, they will share them pretty much equally. Neither one is going to take the electrons completely away from the other one. We can also have one more case. What if we have two nonmetals, such as fluorine and hydrogen, where they are very different, the electronegativities are very different, but it's not enough to create an ionic bond? Well, in that case, the electrons are still shared between the two atoms, but the electrons are pulled towards the fluorine, the more electronegative atom, more than towards the hydrogen. So the hydrogen becomes slightly positive, and the fluorine becomes slightly negative. But this doesn't mean that it's always that way. These electrons can move back and forth. They just happen to be pulled towards the fluorine a little bit more. This is known as a polar covalent bond. And we'll talk more about polarity a little bit later. For a little bit more information on this, presented in another way, please go to this link. This is by Dogs Teaching Chemistry and provides a very interesting way of presenting, a very cute way of presenting the different types of bonds. And yes, I did say Dogs Teaching Chemistry.